My name is Larry, and I'm 59 years old. A few years ago, I started having major problems in some of my joints, which were the results of old injuries, old sports injuries. And I was lucky enough to find Prolotherapy, and I looked for a Prolotherapy doctor in the Boston area, and Dr. Franchi was one of the very few in this area. So I started coming to him about 1.5 years ago, and he's worked on a number of areas. I had some really serious problems, and I didn't know anything about Prolotherapy till I started here, but I have found that Prolotherapy is a magic bullet. It really is, for the right kind of problem. And Dr. Franchi is incredibly good at diagnosing the problem and understanding whether Prolotherapy can help that particular problem. So he has worked on both wrists. Both of my wrists were really terrible. I mean terrible. Everything I did hurt. He's worked on both knees, which I injured, both of which I injured in sports. He's worked on a hip, in some areas in a hip. The hip was fairly minor that he worked on. And he's worked on a shoulder. And all the areas that he's worked on have improved dramatically. I'm just a huge believer in Prolotherapy, and I just can't believe that doctors are so unaware of its potential. And even though it's been around for a long time, I believe it's been around in the U.S. for 50 years or more, but doctors don't seem to know anything about it, and they should. It's just it's like a miracle, and it can give your life back, especially if you're interested in sports and being active. And that's all.
That's great. That's fantastic.